Go ahead.
Yo!
What it do?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About. This time, we about to talk about Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about, and this is CL Cool.
And this your boy, TE-double-Z.
Okay, man. And this is I Still Love Pro Wrestling, ... I think.
Don't forget the 3 dots.
Just don't forget the 3 dots. Okay, so we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, which took place September 5th, 2022. And it was to me, I don't want to say great show. It was a very good show.
Yeah. Raw's been, ever since Triple H came into power, and I know we always give credit to Triple H, ever since this new era of Monday Night Raw has begun, the show has been consistently good. It hasn't been on top of the world every week, but it's been good.
It's been good. And the things I like about it, like you said, it's just been consistently good. And to me, that's all I ask for.
Yeah.
Like, every show don't have to be Raw after WrestleMania.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? But just give us a consistent show that doesn't bore me and doesn't insult my intelligence, and I'm cool with it.
Exactly. And Raw has been doing that. I mean, it gives you a reason to, I don't know, it's a reason to tune in every week and to be like, hey, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know something's going to happen. And when something happens, it's like, yes, again, that Attitude Era feel where you just know, if I miss a week, I'm going to miss something.
Yeah. And that's all we can ask for. So starting off, you know, this is the Raw coming out Clash at the Castle, which we did our review. You can go look it up. We reviewed the whole show, and coming off that show is this Raw. And first coming out is Edge, and your boy was mad. And you know why he was mad.
Yeah. Edge got that work. And not the way you think. I mean,
I don't know. I think Ray caught it worse.
Ray caught it worse.
but
you got Edge. Edge got hit in his little edge heads. You know what I'm saying? He got that old classic Shattered Dream. Shout out to Dustin Reynolds.
Oh man. So, you know, he comes out and pretty much tell Dominic, you know, hey man, get out here so I can, you know, beat that you know what. And Ray comes out. And, you know, Ray tells Edge, hey, you know what I'm saying, just let me talk to my son. You know, he's tripping right now. I don't know what's going on. And I like Edge's son. Hey, man, he's old enough to drink. You know what I'm saying? Old enough to do a lot of stuff, so he's old enough to take this butt whoop.
Yep. That's real talk. That's parenting 101 right there. Like, hey, you got to handle your own affairs.
And you're respecting Dominic, and you got my girl Rhea Ripley. And, you know, she said, you know, she made a man to a man. Like, so I love the double meaning. You know, I made him into a man.
Yeah.
Because
that man came out like you couldn't tell him nothing. Oh, you couldn't tell him nothing. That man came out like he's been changed.
My boy came out with the Applebee black shirt. The server shirt with the slick back hair, you know what I'm saying? All black. And, you know, my boy Dominic coming out, you know, looking smooth. And, you know, Edge gets jumped from behind by Finn Balor and Damian Priest.
Yeah. And I mean, you saw that coming. You saw that coming a mile away.
And they messed up Edge's leg. Was his leg or his arm? I think it was arm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. It was his knee, my bad. It was Edge's knee that they messed up.
I mean, they beat him down all over, but
yeah,
they hit that knee. And basically, I believe they're setting up another injury line for him. And we all know how that's going to go. Because, let's be real, for Judgment Day to have a proper time to spread their wings, you have to get the ops out the way just a little bit.
So I got a question for you before we move on. So do you think it was a good move for Judgment Day to lose, knowing that they're going to do this on Raw? Because I would have had, just be honest, if they were going to do this the whole time, I would have had Dominic turn on him during the match and had Judgment Day win, and that Monday night I would have had the same result with Edge being mad that he lost, and then them whooping him. It would have put so much heat on Judgment Day.
It would have doubled down.
Exactly.
I'm with that because I was actually shocked they won. Like, I'm shocked. I like the turn we knew was gonna happen. We felt that coming. But when they won, it was like, okay, because they had been giving Judgment Day victories to kind of get their momentum back.
Mm-hmm.
So to just kind of strip that all of a sudden, it was like, why do that? Because that makes them look weak.
Yeah, and like I would have just had Edge and them lose because of Dominic, and then you would still have the same promo Monday night with Edge.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is, and so after that, you go backstage and Miz and Ciampa here. Yeah, Ciampa. He don't get his name back yet.
The highlighter boys.
They coming into the ring, they see a car flip. Now, you thinking it's Dexter Lumis, but somebody also brought up that maybe they was teasing Braun Strowman too. Because he's supposed to be there tonight. Remember Braun flip over the cars and stuff like that?
Yeah. Immediately when you start seeing stuff like that, you
think Dexter Lumis, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but Dexter didn't really flip cars. Nah.
So you're getting ready for the next match, and it's a 4-way number 1 contenders match for the tag team title. You have the New Day there, and you also have Alpha Academy, Street Profits, and Los Lotharios. And the match was getting underway, and then you heard the Monster Among Men music.
Okay, I'm a Braun Strowman fan. I liked Braun Strowman, except for when he went up against Lashley. But I liked Braun Strowman. I believe he came back and he's looking a lot leaner. I believe he's feeling a lot better this time around under the new regime. I like the change in the wardrobe. Finally got rid of the camo that was played out. The ponytail's gone. We still got the fresh look. I just didn't agree 100% with him coming in and dismantling what was a good tag match. But on top of that, going through the whole tag division, pretty much your top teams, and just, yeah.
They all got manhandled by Braun.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that at all.
I wouldn't have done it that way, but, it is a big splash, but I wouldn't have done it that way.
I would have had him take out, like, Austin Theory or somebody in the ring talking smack, and maybe,
It could have even just been the Alpha Academy in the ring, just doing whatever, because, him and Gable had a history before he left.
That's true.
So it could have just been that, but I guess this is a bigger splash, but it does make your other 4 teams look weak, especially New Day. They just came off of losing to the Viking Raiders on Friday.
They need some momentum. Bad. Because for some reason, and I mean, there's nothing left for New Day to prove because they done it all. Longest reigning tag champs ever.
I mean, can you say that about, it's only New Day. I'm about to say, can you say that about the Street Profits, but they still need, they ain't got no title. You know what I'm saying? They haven't really, they won titles, but not like, But
I mean, they hadn't won on the level of New Day, but remember they were NXT.
Yeah,
I think they were SmackDown champs, and weren't they Raw champs too?
I think they were Raw champs too. Yeah,
Raw champs. Yeah, so I mean, they got some belts under them, but they still got a way to go to just say we got a legendary tag team.
Yeah, like Braun Strowman, like I wouldn't have done it that way, but hey, to each his own.
I appreciate them taking away that train sound though. When he go around the ring and knock everybody out. Thank you, WWE, for taking away that stupid choo-choo sound.
Now we can work on Matt Riddle and Bird. We'll be all right.
I still don't get it. I don't get it.
He's a stoner character. I don't remember Bird.
It's birds. They do kangaroos. They do. It's like whoever in the clip art that day, they find whatever animal they can find in the clip art and put it in the 3D. Okay, this is what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna do parakeets. And yeah.
All right, man. So next up, you have Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah versus Doudrop and Nikki Ash, ASH. And just a little quick match just to put over Raquel.
Yeah.
To show what they can do. You know what I'm saying? The new champs. They put them in a match just to showcase their skills. It was a glorified squash match. That's what I always call it.
Yeah, but I don't know if you caught this subtle hint from the backstage segment that happened with this, but this loss, if you notice, like every time Doudrop and Nikki ASH lose, it's like
they start like
they get more and more intense, and ASH is getting darker and darker, not just in her attire but in her persona. And it's like she went from still wearing the black and still doing her superhero poses to now she just flat out angry.
Gotcha.
And
when are they gonna turn her back?
They need to turn her back. I believe now the backstage hint, and it was actually pointed out to me online, is when they were talking to, I believe it was Raquel in them backstage. After this match, later on, you can see Nikki rip her mask off and slam it down when she's arguing with Doudrop. So who knows?
All right. So Rey Mysterio's interviewed by Megan Morant, who asks Rey where things stand with Rey and his son. Rey said he loves his son, and he don't know what kind of mind games Judgment Day is playing, but he wants someone one-on-one. But he said he's gonna challenge Damian Priest or Finn Balor to a match. They can pick the pick. Now, I was saying like he said, I'm pretty sure Dominic's coming out. Like, come on. I'm pretty sure his son's gonna come out. Like when I was watching it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh man.
All right. We got a ways to go with this Dominic character. We got a ways to go. I hope it goes where I think it's gonna go, which is up. We got a ways to go.
All right, so Austin Theory comes out with his Money in the Bank briefcase. He's doing a promo, and it's like, I guess his jaw is affected because your boy Tyson Fury punched him in the jaw. He's trying to cash in at the Clash of the Castle. So, he's doing his promo, and like his jaw is messing with him. And then out comes Kevin Owens. The line I love. Oh, you got your first name back.
I like how they blur the lines again.
Yeah.
I love it. And it feels like they're getting more and more authentic, especially people like Kevin Owens who are just naturals on the mic. Like you feel it when he comes out and cuts a promo. It's like you just sit back and watch. Because you don't know whether it's something they wrote for him or whether it's just him talking. Because the way he blends it takes you back to the days where Austin and Rock would be given that extra leeway to kind of come out there and hit their bullet points and do their thing.
Yeah.
I believe that they trust Kevin in that same light because this promo came off just as authentic as the previous weeks when he's come out and challenged people, and with the one with McIntyre a few weeks ago. And like, I'm loving this turnaround for Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I'm loving it too. And I also like the match. Again, Austin Theory, to me, he's a natural. He's very gifted in the ring, and then KO always do what he does best. So it was a pretty good match for me. I don't know if I'm still liking this whole, I'm gonna confront you, I'm gonna say something to you, bring a ref outside, we're gonna have a match.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I can't complain about it too much. There's always gonna be some flaws, but I always thought like an authority figure should, make the match. Yeah. Like that's one of the things like WCW back in the day, like even though they didn't show their authorities on TV, where the WCW board of directors says this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They always made sure that, okay, you want the match tonight, we got to go see what they think the WCW board of directors or the WCW board of trustees or wherever they were. Yeah. They were always in charge. You didn't really get to see them except for like when J.J. Dillon came out a couple of times, but you knew it was a group of people with power in the back that made the matches. Yeah. The WCW committee, the committee.
Yeah, now, even WWE had it for a little bit back in the day. You had Jack Tunney and people like that would, they'd have to go to the back, talk to them.
Because it makes it believable, because you watch UFC and you don't got Conor McGregor coming out confronting Nate Diaz. Oh, let's make a match right now. No.
Exactly.
We got to see if Dana White going to put the match together. You know what I'm saying? So it is one of those things about wrestling, but, it is what it is.
Yeah, I'd rather go to that level than go back to the SmackDown days where everybody went one-on-one with the Undertaker player.
Undertaker player. You're gonna be in a tag team match with the Undertaker, player.
That man put.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell you what's worse than that.
What?
That Raw computer GM. Remember the computer that was the GM?
Michael
That was
Cole.
bad. Yeah, so okay. Okay, yeah, we can't complain. Like I said, we can't complain too much.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah, man.
That was bad
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, man. So, next up, Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky made their way to the ring in non-wrestling gear. You know, they wasn't scheduled to wrestle. You know what I'm saying? They say they control everything, and Bayley bragged about beating Bianca Belair, Austin, and Alexa Bliss at the Clash of the Castle. And then Kai said they're taking control. Io Sky said next week they're taking the women's tag team titles. And Kai said that she wasn't legal last week, so Raquel and Leah can pretend to be champs for another week, so they can take back what is theirs. Bianca Belair made her way out.
My girl. What up, B? I gotta do it in the jiggle voice.
Who you, Jay-Z now?
What up, B?
Who you, Jay-Z now?
Yeah.
No.
Marcy, son.
Okay, so Bianca Belair came out and, she, told Bayley, you don't got the Raw title and, we can do this right now. And Bayley like, nah, I don't really wrestle on Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my style. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that on Labor Day. So Bianca Belair, you just mad because you lost at the Clash of the Castle, which I believe, Bayley. Thank you. And
here we go. Excuses. Bayley is.
Oh, and Bayley said she'll get the title when she won it. We just wait. Me, Bayley, and Damage Control, we all just waiting. Yes, I'm in Damage Control now.
Oh, really? I shout out to Damage Control with the new logo and the official name. I give them that. But
what?
But
what?
The damage about to get done to them, and I can't wait.
I think they're gonna announce Bayley versus Bianca Belair at Extreme Rules.
Either that, well, I don't know, because last time, wasn't it around Extreme Rules where Bayley got hurt? No, it was Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell,
and they took her out.
Yep. So
no, they had a Hell in a Cell match. It was one of these matches where Bayley was training to fight Bianca.
Yeah, because you remember back in, was it 2020 when Vince was sending everybody down to NXT?
Yeah.
To go train, and I think she got her training there.
Yeah, and because Vince said, everybody was out of shape.
Oh man,
everybody's not as vascular as I need to be, and he was feeling some type of way. I really these human beings look like Greek gods and goddesses every week they walk out on TV. So
can't tell Vince that.
Now look here, man. To fans like us,
can't tell Vince that. But next up, Rey Mysterio was shown walking ahead to his match against Damian Priest, and then they had an interview with Johnny Gargano, who mentioned Theory warned Gargano's about swimming with sharks. And Johnny said he's been dealing with this his whole career. Johnny said he was proud of what he accomplished in NXT, and he's excited to show what he can do. Austin Theory interrupted and said that since he's come back, Johnny has done nothing but talking. Johnny said that next week on Raw, he's going to make his return to in-ring action. And Gargano asked if Theory was okay and told him to be careful. So it will be good to see Gargano back in action next week.
Yeah, it's time. And I understand they had to go back to the old theme because he's a face. I kind of like the Wade thing better. But, we back to the Rebel Heart. Hey, the best thing with Johnny Gargano, let him go. Let him get in there and do his thing. Theory's a good person to do it against, which, and I hate to say this, I believe that Theory is getting groomed for one of two things. Either he's going to be the guy or he's going to be the new hand. Because the new hand.
Okay, what's the
dependable hand?
Oh, to carry matches?
To carry matches. Because he can go. But if you notice, when you start to take him seriously, they get you just close enough and pull the rug out from under you. Just like they did with my boy Dolph.
Well, they were also under the old regime.
That's true too.
Old regime. So, I mean, you could be right.
Yeah, that's how I feel to me anyway.
Yeah.
It feel like, but it's like to take him seriously under the old regime, that's where it was headed.
Okay.
But now, I feel like Trips might feel a little differently.
Okay, I feel you. Next match, Damian Priest versus Rey Mysterio. And man, this was okay. Dominic, interfered, and Ray lost his match. This Dominic character, like you said, is I'm gonna have to wait and see what they do with it. Yeah. But I'm liking it so far.
He still look like he about to go to a prom.
I say he about to do a waitress. Like he about to go after somebody ordering that black shirt and black pants.
Yeah, he got the old Corbin waitress.
Remember Corbin had the white shirt with
Corbin was the host. He was at the front.
Looking like he worked at Longhorn. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome. Do you have a reservation?
Oh man. And then Dominic is going to challenge Edge next week on Raw.
Okay. Now
I think next week we're gonna see.
Okay. Now, Dominic can go. We've seen it with his dad. No, we've seen it with his dad now. He's not a slouch. When you let him have his spots, he can go. But in a one-on-one banger, I don't see it because I'm going to call it like it is. Dominic is a taller carbon copy of Rey Mysterio. He has his same moveset. He does the exact same thing. He even almost wears the same attire. He just doesn't wear the mask. I want to see Dominic take this role and develop into his own. Add different moves into your arsenal. Do things that make you stand out as an individual outside of your pops. Then I'll be impressed.
Okay. Fair enough for me. That's fair enough. So after that segment, Bobby Lashley get interviewed, and Miz only did this so he could stay away from Dexter Lumis in that cage, but he need to be worried about me. Yeah. The Almighty.
Yes. Forget he getting trapped in there with a monster. That's my dog.
Also, Tommaso Ciampa got his name back.
Yes. I'm proud of that. They need to give him his music back.
Anyway, so the next match, and it was the last match, the United States Championship steel cage match. Bobby Lashley champion versus The Miz with Tommaso Ciampa.
Tommaso.
And Bobby Lashley won. Miz was getting out of the cage and about to step down, and my boy Lumis came from under the ring.
This Lumis thing, man.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It's hysterical. But your boy come from under the ring, and yeah.
He did the distraction he needed to do to keep Miz from getting out. Ultimately, Bobby ends up winning. This Lumis thing, I'd rather at this point them take the light off of the Lashley Miz feud. Let that get put to rest. Let Lashley focus on somebody else, and let's get into this Lumis Miz thing.
I thought it was so funny when Miz ran back into the cage.
Yeah,
let's get away from Lumis, then get hit with a spear.
Yep.
But nonetheless, it's a pretty good match. But I agree with you. I think this is going to do that with the Lashley. I'm thinking that.
Yeah.
I hope so. This Miz and Lumis thing can work by itself. Let Lashley go on to someone like Braun Strowman.
Nah, I don't want to see that again right now. They don't need to clash yet.
Okay, so who should he go against?
For the U.S. title?
Mm-hmm.
Right now?
And don't say Gargano.
Nah, not Gargano because he got to get his feet wet again.
Mm-hmm.
On the Raw roster?
Yeah.
To be real, he could have a decent program. He can have a decent program with Dolph. He can have a decent program with AJ. He can have, let's see, I'm thinking about the roster as a whole. He can have a decent program with KO.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about KO.
Yeah.
I honestly think KO and I think this is why they've kind of been using KO the way they've been using them in just certain spots. I think KO is about to get inserted to that Sami Zayn bloodline thing.
Yeah, I believe that's coming too. I feel that because I feel like at some point now that they got more power on their team, they're gonna realize we don't need you no more.
Yep.
We don't need you. You our worm. We appreciate it. Alright, it's a wrap. And then if they leave him laying, who gonna make the save? Old buddy, old pal,
old faithful
from old Canada.
You really did put the Canada in there.
I had to. I know it sounded horrible.
With the trumpets from last week, from the Clash of Castle review to the old, I don't know. You're killing me.
Look here, man. Y'all know what it is.
You're killing it.
It's all right. It's all right. Look here. How many times did Shawn Michaels butcher old Canada when he was riding with Bret Hart?
That is true. I give you that.
He made them folks in Canada want to kill him, boy.
Good days, boy.
I wouldn't have been him on the street.
Good days.
Before we get slaughtered.
Days.
Yeah, buddy.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was our Raw review for September the 5th, 2022. And out of 5 stars, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, will we rate the show? I'm giving it a 3.5. Right in the middle. Wasn't bad. I don't want to say like it wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it was just good. It was right where it needed to be.
Y'all know me. Sometimes I can be a little harsh, but you know what? I'm gonna have to agree.
3.5?
3.5.
No, not Mr. 3.5, Jeezy.
Yeah. Chill.
Hey, don't do copyright strike. My bad. We get it. It's your ad lib. Yeah. But
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. Cause real talk, I like the show, man. Like I said, it goes back to what we said at the beginning. The show has actually been good.
Yeah.
So if there's more high points than low points, naturally it's gonna sway me. Because if you think about some of the Raws back in the day, you probably watched it for 1 or 2 major storylines, but the storylines that went throughout the whole show, backstage segments and all, you forgot about the throwaway matches, and you thought the whole show was great just based on the 1 or 2 storylines.
Yeah.
Now we have so many different things interwoven together. You know, hey, I'm interested in pretty much everything everybody got going on, and there's no 24/7 title.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
You notice that? Yeah.
There is no 24/7. We hadn't seen Reggie.
I think they're gonna slowly take it away.
I mean, I think it's gone. We saw
I
R-Truth.
ain't watched main event, so it might still be on.
It might be on main event.
You know, like 58 shows a week on TV. So
Yeah,
I ain't
that's true.
watching that. But anyway, that's the Raw review, man. I'm still cool.
And I'm your boy Tez.
Man, like, comment, subscribe, and we out, bruh.
Yeah.